Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome to another webinar this afternoon with the wonderful education in Hong Kong. If you are looking to study more than just abroad and to a really bustling city, then I think Hong Kong is for you. We are here today with the Global Affairs Office, Mr. Michael Say, who will be here to discuss all things careers, applications, and why you should consider Hong Kong with a student here as well, previous student, Sabina, who will also be able to give their insights into studying abroad in Hong Kong. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to place them into the chat or the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen there. We will be here for all the questions at the very end, but please do ask throughout the webinar as we are here to answer them for you. Okay, I'm going to hand you over to Michael.
Okay, thank you very much. And hello everyone, I'm Michael. I'm from the Education University of Hong Kong. And it's our pleasure to have the opportunity to join this session today. And today we are very happy to have our students and Sabina, the student from Kazakhstan, to join us. For today's session, actually it consists of two parts. And the first part is I will introduce why Hong Kong and also our university. The Education University of Hong Kong can be your ideal destinations when you consider to stay abroad. And after that, I'll pass it down to Sabina to introduce herself and talk more about her study journey in our universities. And without further ado, let's start our sessions. And I bet some of you here have ever heard about Hong Kong before, but why Hong Kong can be one of your destinations when you study abroad? It's because of the following reasons. And the first reason is probably the fusion of cultures. And Hong Kong is an international metropolitan that blends both Eastern and Western cultures, while serving as a world's leading global financial hub. Though Hong Kong is one of the largest cities of mainland China, the official languages are both English and Chinese, and therefore, when international students study abroad in Hong Kong, probably they will not encounter any language barriers because most citizens, especially for adolescents, they are proficient to communicate in both English and Chinese. And the second reason is about the permanent locations. Actually, Hong Kong is located at the heart of Asia and what is located in the southeast part of mainland China. When students just join the local learning activities in the regional cities, it's probably take them 4 or 5 hour flight to reach those cities like Bangkok, Tokyo, Seoul, Kuala Lumpur, and more. And therefore, it's very convenient for them to travel around. And besides, Hong Kong is also one of the cities under the national initiative of the Greater Bay Areas of the mainland Chinese government, in which it provides a lot of learning opportunities in terms of exchanges and internships, in which it increased the exposures of students in their learning. And after that, they can also learn more skill and knowledge, not only in Hong Kong, but also in our motherland. And besides, when students consider study abroad, I bet that they not only consider about the programs the university offer and also the rankings, and they will also consider about the course. Actually, the course of studying and living in Hong Kong is very affordable, in which the tuition fee is half of what you have to pay when you study abroad in the United States. And with such an affordable course, actually you can enjoy affordable world-class university educations. And why I would say that the university education in Hong Kong is world-class, because according to the QS World University Rankings in 2023, there are 5 among 8 government-funded universities in Hong Kong, ranked top 80 in the world. And besides, the curriculum of Hong Kong University is very internationalized, and which is in line with international standards, and there are a lot of professional academics like professors and lecturers, and most of them has a very strong experience in teaching in both overseas and local university and institutions. and they can incorporate what they have gained and learned during their teaching in other cities or another university, in which they can enrich the learning experience of international students. Besides, students also enjoy the chance to meet different people from diverse backgrounds, both other international students or other incoming exchange students, so as to broaden their horizons during their study in Hong Kong universities. Besides, our Hong Kong special administrative government is also very supportive of the local students, in which they have a policy called Immigration Arrangement for Non-Local Graduates. We will call it IANG in short. Under this policy, non-local graduates are eligible to stay in Hong Kong for 24 months without any conditions upon their graduations, in which they can take up any employment without any prior approval from the Hong Kong Immigration Department. If international students think that Hong Kong is a suitable place for them to develop their career, perhaps they can decide to stay behind. If they stay in Hong Kong for 7 years consecutively, perhaps they can consider whether they want to become a permanent resident. And after my introductions about Hong Kong, we will move forward to why EdUHK. Why our university can be one of your options when you plan to study abroad in Hong Kong. And actually, our university, the Education University of Hong Kong, is one of the 8 government-funded universities. And we have more than 160 years of experience in providing in-service teacher training. And in terms of the university rankings, actually, we ranked 4th in Asia and 21st in the world in education in the QS World University Rankings by Subject 2023. And in terms of our research academic capacity, there are 44 EdUHK schools named on Stanford University list of the top 2% most cited scientists in both year-long and career-long categories. And such lists demonstrate the research capacity of our universities. And for our university environment, actually our university is located on a mountain top, in which we have a very well-equipped sports facilities, covering the 50-meter long sanitized swimming pool, and also a football pitch, and also a very well-equipped gymnasium. And for our learning facilities, actually, we are equipped with a very equipped library, auditorium, and some learning commons for students to mingle with each other and discuss their group projects. And in terms of our university settings, we have 3 faculties and 1 graduate school, offer programs at different disciplines and at different levels. For our undergraduate program structures, though the name of our university is the Education University of Hong Kong, our university offers both education programs and non-education programs. And for the education program is 5-year long, and for the non-education program is 4-year long. And the main difference between the 5-year education programs and the 4-year non-education program is that for 5-year education program is to prepare students to become a professional teachers in the futures. Upon completion of our bachelor education programs, graduates may register with our Hong Kong Education Bureau of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Government as a qualified teachers and to teach in kindergartens, primary school, and secondary school in Hong Kong. For the 4-year non-education programs, they are more suitable for students who are interested to pursue undergraduate studies beyond teacher education. If students of 4-year non-education programs wish to obtain teaching positions in Hong Kong schools, actually they are required to obtain a postgraduate diploma education so as to become a qualified teachers to teach in local schools. And here comes to more information about our 5-year education programs. We offer double degree programs and single Bachelor of Education programs. And for the double degree programs, they are more suitable for students who have a determination to become teachers, but they also want to have more exposures. Therefore, they may consider to apply for our double degree programs. For our single Bachelor of Education programs, perhaps they are more suitable for those students who have a strong determination to become a professional teachers in the futures. For our bachelor education programs, we offer different kinds of subjects for students to choose, ranging from business, accounting, and financial studies, English language, geography, mathematics, science, information and communication, technology, and more. For our 4-year non-education programs, we offer programs in creative arts and culture, heritage education and arts management, language studies. If students would like to pursue an application-oriented field, perhaps they can consider our psychology programs. If students are interested in science, perhaps they can consider our artificial intelligence education technologies or integrated environmental management or sports science and coaching programs. And our university not only attach importance to our teaching and learning, we also try our best to extend our global networks. Currently, we have more than 200 partner institutions in more than 40 countries and regions, covering from Asia, Oceania, Europe to America. Besides, our university also encourage students to go global, in which we set up a global learning and experience enhancement fund so as to provide some solid financial subsidies to help our students to go global. Besides, our university is also the university with the highest percentage of UG students with non-local learning experience among the 8 government universities in Hong Kong in 2028 to 2020. And with our financial support, actually students can participate in different kinds of non-local learning activity, namely the student exchange programs, non-local service learning internships, cultural and language immersion programs, and other short-term summer programs. And here are some snapshots of our students participating in non-local learning activities. And apart from this, our university also cooperate with different kind of enterprises, such as the Microsoft Hong Kong, so as to organize different kind of workshops, such as to help our students to learn the latest knowledge on online pedagogies, AI, and data training. Besides, we also offer different programs, such as student-teacher education programs or AI literacy program, so as to enhance the IT skill of our students. And here comes to some more highlights of undergraduate programs. And the first one is capstone project. Actually, for more universities, students are required to submit a dissertation so as to fulfill the graduation requirements of the university. But for our university, actually, we offer another option for final year students adding the dissertations, which is called capstone project, in which students can work on a capstone project on different kinds of topics like product design, action program, teaching package, or exhibitions as a topic, so as to fulfill our graduation requirements. Besides, we also offer general education curriculum, so as to offer interdisciplinary and experiential learning opportunities to students beyond their majors. For example, we offer courses on STEM and its applications, living with AI, or some rural heritage-related courses. And for our Bachelor of Education program students, we understand that not every student are interested in becoming a teachers in local school. Some of them are interested to becoming a teacher in international school. Therefore, we offer a minor in teaching and learning in international school, in which students, after they complete this minor, they will earn the IB certificate in teaching and learning, and they will be eligible to teach in international school or local school with internationalized curriculum so as to become a teachers in national school. And as for our graduate prospect, actually is very promising. And according to the Graduate Employment Survey 2021, actually more than 95% of our bachelor graduates got employed or pursued further study within 3 months after their graduations. Besides, the average initial monthly salary of our Bachelor of Education graduates is also very satisfactory, in which they receive about 41,300 Hong Kong dollars per month. It's around 40,000 US dollars. And to be eligible to apply for admission to our university, Actually, students are required to fulfill our general academic requirements in addition to the English language requirements. Because the medium of instruction of a university is English, and to ensure students to be able to catch up with our curriculum, we will require students to demonstrate a certain standard of English language. And in terms of the general academic requirements, we accept students to make use of the international qualifications such as SAT, AP, ACT, GCE, or IDB diploma to fulfill our general academic requirements. We also accept students to make use of their national qualifications. And for further details, and perhaps you may visit our admission website. As for the English language requirements, we will accept students to make use of the TOEFLs, IELTS, IB diploma, or SAT to fulfill our English language requirements. And as for the estimated expenses per academic year to study at our university, actually the breakdown is here. For the tuition fee is around 140,000 Hong Kong dollars per year, which is around 18,000 US dollars. For the on-campus accommodation, it's around 108,000 US dollars. And for the living expenses, it's around 6,500 US dollars. And total estimated expenses will be 26,300 Hong Kong dollars. And these figures are for reference only, and students may be required to attend voluntary or compulsory overseas learning activities and may need to cover full or partial course for attending those activities. And we understand that not every international student is financially well off, and we don't want to create any hurdles for them to study abroad. Therefore, our university offers a very generous entrance scholarships, ranging from half tuition scholarship to full scholarship. And the amount can be up to 185,000 Hong Kong dollars per annum, which is around 23,800 US dollars per annum, which will cover students' full tuition fees, on-campus accommodation fee, and some living allowance for them to spend their daily life. And one remarkable point of our entrance scholarship is that it's a winnable basis in which if students can obtain a yearly GPA 3 out of 4 or above in their first year, they will be eligible to renew their scholarship in another year. In other words, if students continue to perform satisfactorily throughout their study at our university, actually they enjoy the chance to renew their scholarship every year. And for the application timeline, actually the application for admissions to our 2023 undergraduate program is now open, and the deadline for application is 31st of May this year. And to submit the applications, actually the admissions procedure is very simple. Students are only required to create an application account via our university online application system, and they just required to fulfill their personal particulars and upload the supporting documents such as their official transcript and also their certificates. And normally, students are required to pay the application fee of 300 Hong Kong dollars, which is approximately 38 US dollars, so as to complete the online applications. But for today's webinars, actually, we will offer a temporary application fee waiver for students. And when students enter the payment page of the online applications, actually, they can just simply input GAO_BMI_20220405 in this field so as to waive the application fee temporarily. And students will only require to settle this fee at the time they accept the offer from universities. And if for the online application, actually, if we find the student potential, we will shortlist them and invite them to attend our admission interview. And the admission interview will normally start in January every year. And in the admission interview, actually, our interview panels will ask you certain kind of questions, such as like why you are interested in this program and what is your planning after graduation, such kind of programs, so as to know more about students. And to prepare for this admission interview, actually, we will advise students to be punctual and dress properly. And the result of the admission interview will normally be released within 1 month after the interview. And therefore, we strongly advise students to check out their email box regularly so as to see if you receive any updates from our universities. And if you have any questions, and you can just send us the email at gao@eduhk.hk. And I hope all of you will gain a better understanding about why Hong Kong and why our university can be one of your ideal destinations when you plan to study abroad. And perhaps may I now pass the time to Sabrina to introduce herself and talk more about her study journey at our university. And Sabrina, please.
Thank you, Michael. Hi, everyone. My name is Sabina. Can you hear me well? Okay, thank you. So my name is Sabina, and I'm third year student at the EdUHK. I have been for 2 years. I have been living here for 2 years already. My first year, I covered it online due to pandemics, but I came here for my second year of studies. And since that period of time, I really started liking Hong Kong and EdUHK for many reasons. But even before I came to Hong Kong, and even before I applied to EdUHK, I knew that EdUHK was a good university. And I knew that from my friends who were studying there, and I listened to their advice and applied to EdUHK. Moreover, I wanted to be a teacher, and EdUHK, being education university, offers really good programs at education field. Now I'm studying program in education, and I'm going to be a science teacher with majoring in biology when I graduate. And also, I have many friends who are studying here to be psychologists and to be scientists in artificial intelligence field and many other fields besides education. And when I listen to them, I understand that Education University of Hong Kong not only offers great opportunities for future educators, but for all fields that are in our university. Many opportunities to develop both because it offers great programs for its students. And secondly, I applied to EdUHK because I knew that the professors here are really experienced ones, and I can know a lot from them, get many advices on how to develop myself, and not only in academic terms, but also personally, how can I choose my field more accurately when I'm after my studies regarding my career. Thirdly, I really like the location of this university, which is Hong Kong City. And I think Hong Kong City, being really vibrant, being really big city, offers you many opportunities as well. I think it applies to every program here. For example, for me as a future educator, Hong Kong is a really good place to have practice because it is renowned for its good education system. And I think this is a good experience for me to study here and also have my practice of teaching here. For example, now I'm in my third year of studies, and this is our second semester, and I'm having my block practice at local school, and I'm really having a good experience here. I'm teaching as a regular teacher in local school, and I have great support from my supervisors from university and also from my mentors from the local schools. And the same goes for my friends who study psychology major, for example. I have a friend who's studying psychology major and is having her internship and also having great support from both partnering agencies and also from our university. And I think it applies for every program in our university. And I think Hong Kong is a really good place to have your career experiences. And also, I found that EdUHK is a really generous university because it offers great scholarship. If you apply to university, you're considered for scholarship, and if you get the scholarship, it really helps you a lot with your living expenses. So it covers your scholarship, and also if you win full tuition, if you are applied for, if you have entrance full scholarship, yeah, it also helps you with your living allowance. So I think this is really great, great opportunity for us, for those who study abroad, to apply for EdUHK and to not worry a lot about your financial situation. So you can mostly focus on your studies and on your experience as a future professional. And now, living here in Hong Kong for some time, I really can say that Hong Kong is just generally good city for you to live in because of the really diverse culture here. And even if I'm not local here, I still find Hong Kong is a very comfortable place, and it feels like home because of really friendly people here, and because of very convenient transportation system, and also because many help is provided from the from university and from your university local bodies here. I think this is it for my part. If you have any questions, please.
Okay, thank you very
Hi,
much for
thank you.
Sabina's. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys. That was a great presentation. Lots of information there. Lots to chew over. We do
Yes.
have a few questions in the chat. So, how
Yeah.
friendly is Hong Kong? And can I join clubs to meet new and other students?
Yes. Okay, let me respond to this question first. Actually, Hong Kong is a very friendly and inclusive community in which foreign university actually can meet different kinds of peoples, both staff and students from different backgrounds. Like, for example, you can meet a student from Kazakhstan, from Kyrgyzstan, from South Korea, Malaysia, and Turkey, or even Myanmar. And besides, our university actually offer different kinds of student associations so as to provide an excellent platform for students to meet with other students. Besides, our office, Global Affairs Office, will organize different kind of activities regularly. For example, we will organize Cultural Day so as to let international students to introduce and promote their home countries, and also so as to help our local students to learn more about the cultures, traditions, and other things about the countries of our international students, so as to build a very harmony and inclusive community on campus.
Amazing. Thank you for that. And Sabina, do you have any advice there for students?
Yeah, as I have told that Hong Kong is a really friendly place to live in. So I really have lots of friends who are local here, and they help me out a lot with my daily life. I cannot say problems, but when you're new to Hong Kong, you have many questions, and my local friends help me a lot, and this is really great. This is what I really like about Hong Kong and about university.
Amazing. And can I study and work there?
Actually, for these questions, because student will process the student visas instead of the working visas, and therefore, actually, under the laws and regulations of our Hong Kong Immigration Department, students, international non-local students, especially for students who hold the student visas, are only able to work on campus. But they can also take up some jobs outside campus, as long as it's recommended by the university and approved by the Hong Kong Immigration Department.
Perfect. And for Indian students, do I need a student visa to stay after my studies and work?
Yes, and for this question, actually, if students just receive the offer from a university and confirm to study abroad at the university, actually, our university will help the student to apply the student visas. Students are only required to fill in the visa application form and submit the supporting document accordingly and reflect as stated or as guided in the visa application. And we will help them to submit the application to the Hong Kong Immigration Department for their further processings. And for the work, actually, upon the graduations, students are eligible to stay behind in Hong Kong for 34 months without any prior approval from our Hong Kong Immigration Department. Perhaps they can make use of the 2 years so as to find the jobs in Hong Kong after their graduations. And for working during their studies, actually, as what I have mentioned before, students are only allowed to work on campus. And for other jobs that beyond campus, actually, they have to got the recommendation from the university and also the approval from the Hong Kong Immigration Department so as to be able to work outside campus.
Thank you. And is there any financial aid or scholarships for outstanding student grades?
Yes, actually, you can just refer to this line about our scholarships. Actually, we offer entrance scholarships for international students. That's mean the non-local student actually. And the assessment of the entrance scholarship is mainly based on the academic achievement and also the interview performance of students. And for the application of our entrance scholarship, actually, no separate application is required because we will consider the eligibility of students for the entrance scholarship when they just apply to universities. And besides, there are also numbers of scholarships that offered by our Hong Kong SAR government and also by some public or private organizations. And some scholarships are solely for local students, while some of them are on a competitive base that will regardless of the nationality or residency status of the applicants. And for further details, students just can visit our admission website for more information.
Thank you for that. That's a great question. And can I find out more about the English proficiency levels? Do you have any levels of English that they need to have?
Yes, actually, it should be about our English language requirements. Actually, here is some more information about our English language requirements. And because the medium of instructions on most of our undergraduate program is English, and therefore we will require students to demonstrate a certain level of English language. And students can make use of their TOEFLs, IELTS, GCE, or SAT results so as to fulfill our English language requirements. And here's us the informations. And for the informations, they can just visit our admission website here to see other English language qualifications that are accepted by our universities.
Thank you. Do you have a link to any of your courses that you can add
Yes.
into the chat?
Yes, of course. And perhaps I can just share with you the link. And the link will be, okay, tap the answers. Okay, perhaps I can just tap the answers here on the things like English proficiency, and you can just reach the link here to learn more about the admission requirement, entrance requirements of our university for undergraduate programs.
Thank you. And is there a date for applying by? Is there a deadline?
Okay, actually for our 2023 full-time undergraduate programs, and we are still accepting applications. And for the deadline is 31st of May 2023. If students are interested, they can just make use of this time they have now so as to apply for admissions.
Perfect. And lastly, the question that we have here is, how can I stand out in the application process?
Okay, perhaps you just want to check out their application status, right? Actually, the student can check out their application status after they submit their online application to our application system, and there will be a status to show that whether the status of the student application is submitted or they will be invited for interview. Actually, the major communications between the university and the student is email, and therefore students are strongly advised to check out their email box. If we find students are potential to admit to university, actually we will invite them to attend the admission interview by email, and therefore students are strongly advised to check out their email box.
Amazing. And Sabina, do you have any last words of advice to students who may be applying? Is there anything that you did to help get in to the university?
I think that I would advise applicants to be very clear about their goals. For example, who you want to be and why are you applying to EdUHK. And if you can write it out and if you can speak it out during your interview, that would be really good for the interviewing people to see that you're very determined and that you're clear about your goals and why you're choosing EdUHK. And once you're clear with this, I think it's going to be not difficult for you for this application process. So just be clear, and I think that it will help you to stand out in your application process.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for your presentation and for your answers today. Thank you for attending and all of your questions. It has been very informative. For those who have registered, we will be sending you this recording in an email possibly tomorrow or in the next week or so. So Edu Hong Kong will be in touch very shortly. All right, well, thank you everybody and have a lovely day or evening wherever you are.
And thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.